Hey, Jay Miller, hey, get the cooking with the pressure, don't pretend to be lit. Separated from the fake, need an
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 61 of the DrewCast. I'm your host, Andrew Ortiz. Behind the camera tonight, we got my favorite disembodied voice, Justin. What you guys were just listening to was a song by Jay Miller. It's called Family Recipe, featuring Jay Fitty and Gifted Youngsters. It's actually on his latest project, Footwork. So I will link it below if you guys are interested in listening to the song, because I actually fuck with it heavy, so thank you, Jay. And yeah, ooh, my God, dude, we have so much BS tonight. That the overall theme tonight might be BS. It might be. A bunch of BS has happened in the last couple of days. Well, and that, before we get to it, before I get into what I'm going to slice up tonight, I've said this before, okay? And so this isn't me trying to be like, I'm some type of like important person, but I have a lot of people, I do, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. They hit me up. They want to come on the podcast. Now, I'm not against that, okay? But from now on, there's a couple of people that I've already personally told I wouldn't mind having them on, so I'm gonna try to make that happen first, okay? But this is for people I've never spoken to, okay? If I don't come out to you and say come on the show, don't ask me, please. I'm just gonna have to put my foot down and put boundaries. Everybody deserves boundaries. Am I right? Am I right, Caesar? No, I'm playing. No, it's my Caesar poster. I'm noticing that it's ruined. It's ruined. So someone's gonna get fucking beat after this video's done. You know what I mean? Look at Caesar, dude. But no, for real though, if I don't come out to you and say, hey, would you like to be on the show? Please, just don't message me, man. Okay? That's not on some hater shit. It's not on me trying to act like I'm better than everybody else. It's just I have to deal with personal life, work life, family life, girlfriend life, and then trying to make me happy and trying to see my family out to say it's just too much sometimes. Everybody who's an artist will tell you that. It's not just me. Do you feel like that is sometimes? Like, hey, I got so much going on that like adding another thing on and trying to make fake promises to people, like
not anymore, but it used to be like that, yeah.
Yeah, and like you probably dealt with that more when we were doing more music stuff.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, there's and by the way, I can just probably kill two birds with one stone when that's the reason we don't really do music with people anymore, man. Is because people say they'll pay you, they don't. People aren't able to record a verse in under 3 hours. Like, people are really unprofessional. People don't have the drive, the will, and it's like, hey, bro, we are all on borrowed time. We all are on borrowed time.
It's just about like a mixture of things, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, no hate to anybody, but like, come on, bro. Like, you don't really meet a lot of people in life who have the it factor. I'm not saying I have the it factor, but I for sure have the grind. You got to give me that, guys. If there's anybody on this planet you can say, bro, there's someone out here who really does this, it's me and you. You know what I mean? And I don't meet a lot of people who I can say that about. I can say a handful who I could really truly say like, hey, this person's about it. Right? So, and no offense to the people we've done music with or the people who want to come on the podcast, unless me or Justin reach out to you, it will most likely be me. But if we reach out to you, then yes, we'll do a podcast.
No, it's for sure.
Yeah.
I've had people reach out to me. I'm like, hey, dude, just go fucking talk to Andrew. What are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm not against having guests. It's just like, hey, I'm not in my own studio yet. We don't have our own building. So I can't just have everybody be in my personal space. So if you've been in my personal space, that means I fuck with you to some extent. There's only been a couple episodes where I was like, fuck, I shouldn't have that person on. You know what I mean? But other than that, everybody that I've had on, like, I fuck with you to an extent to where you can be in my personal space. It's nothing against anybody. I guess I'm gonna sound like a diva to certain people. People with no work ethic and people who don't do anything. Oh, he's hating. He's hating, bro.
He's Hollywood.
He's Hollywood. I'm not Hollywood. I'm not Hollywood. I'm just, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Sorry. And you know what I mean? That goes in, and there's no easy way to go into this next topic. The night before, right? So the night before, I stayed up to like 8 in the morning, right? And I'll show you after we're done recording, Justin. I fucking had like 12 or 13 TikTok videos done in my drafts for the next week, right? I said to myself, if I take one of these nights and I just get my material done in one night, I don't have to spend every other night doing it if I already have all of them done in my drafts, right? So the last couple weeks, that's what I do. I'll take one night and I'll stay up hella late and I'll get all my material for the week done. So then throughout the week, I can still have a personal life, right? So this one night, I'm out till 7, 8 at night, in the morning, sorry. And I'm sleeping on the couch because, you know, I just wanted to be in my lane. And I ended up falling asleep around like 8. But when I woke up, let me tell you, this is probably how you, and no offense, but this is probably how you felt when you woke up the day that Kobe died. You know, you just like, you're awake, you're like, oh, and then you look at your phone and you're like, what, bro? Nah, you know what I mean? And not to compare the two because they're not comparable, but I woke up and I thought Cole was joking. Oh, Wilson getting traded to Denver, huh? Hui?
Yeah, no, when I saw that message, I thought that he was like insinuating that was gonna happen. But then like I opened it and that's what he was talking about what just had happened, and I was like, wait, what?
It wasn't looking good. And when I saw a picture of Russell Wilson in a Broncos jersey, I fucking puked. Dude, I literally fucking Steve-O'd it. Like, I felt so sick to my stomach. Because all season long, right? And we don't really talk about sports on this podcast, but we're going to. Since last year, when the rumors were Russell Wilson's going to get traded and this is where he wants to get traded to, and I'm saying to myself, what would Paul Allen do if he didn't die? And if Paul Allen was still the actual owner, who would he choose? Because we all know that it's not easy to get that guy. It's not easy to get that franchise guy. You know, it's not. I think like the Colts and the Packers have been like the only teams that I can think of that went from a Manning to Luck, Favre to Rodgers, right? Like, you don't ever find that. It's not something that happens. You Saints fans are learning that pretty quick, right? Everybody was hyped until now. Taysom Hill's getting first team reps. Now it's we're screwed. You know what I mean? Like, could have told you that a fucking month ago. But I see this and I'm like, dude, why didn't they choose Russ? I would have chose Russ. Let's build around him. You know, with the right training and the right diet and stuff, Brady proved you can play until your fucking mid-40s. It's not like Russ is lacking in the arm department. It's not like Russ can't throw. He's a good thrower. He can throw that moon ball higher than most people. So I wake up and I see that. I'm like, okay. Oh. People are like, yeah, we got Drew Luck now. You know, it's always the people that you work with, their family members. It's always the people who know jack dick about football that want to open, like, oh, bro, Russ was washed. Oh, yeah? You run the 40-yard dash then, dog. You go throw a fucking moon ball.
No, I just think
he threw out the one, bro. Like, yeah, and bro, I'm just saying it's always the people who know, we always talked about this before, but like, mom, other women that and it's not just women, but it's like a lot of older people, and especially like the older women I work with. Yeah, Hasselbeck, Marshawn. It's like, bro, they don't play for us anymore. Are you that out of touch?
Or like they'll say the first initial and then the last name. They'll say like M. Lynch. Like that's his actual name. Because they don't know what his first name is.
We all have like an aunt or a mom or somebody who just knows fucking gooch about football, dog. And it's just like one of those things where it's like you have to put up with it and so, oh yeah, okay, yeah. It's just like one of those things like when your older coworker starts talking about like what he would do as the GM, and it's like, bro, there's a reason you're not a GM, okay? You couldn't even run a fucking high school football team, let alone, now. And so that's the irony of what I'm about to say, right? Because I'm telling these guys they're not GMs, but then I'm saying like, hey, we should have kept Russ and built a team around him, right? But that's the smart thing to do, okay? The coach, I'm going to start calling him Stinky Pete, okay? So Stinky Pete is 70, oldest coach in the league, okay? Stinky Pete's way of football isn't working anymore, okay? In his own division, we have McVay, Kyle Shanahan, right, okay? We have all these guys who are like offensive mind, like they're offense first coaches. That's where the league is going to. Okay, Stinky Pete, by the way, still lets the offensive coordinators. Let's do. It's 3rd and 12. Stinky, what are we gonna do? Halfback draw. Yeah, it's like, bro, we had to watch for so many years, right? That they wasted Russ's talent. So many years instead of just throwing the ball, because Russ can throw, like I'm telling you. Russ can throw. Stinky Pete goes, we're running it. We're running it. So many years even after Lynch left, so many years of Stinky Pete calling fucking halfback draws on 4th and 12. I don't know, man. It's just like, I'm done, bro. I'm done. And then not only am I done, until John Schneider and Pete go, I'm done, bro. I'm not fucking playing either, dude. Like, I'm not joking. I know that sounds dramatic, but it's like working at a place, right? You can still be a fan of the Seahawks. I'm just not a fan of their management. Stinky Pete and all them, like, and then I'm gonna keep calling him Stinky Pete because I don't give a fuck. But then later on in the day, to add to the heartbreak, they just released Bobby Wagner. Arguably one of the best middle linebackers of all time. Not just Seattle franchise all time, because he clearly takes that, and he might be the best Seahawk of all time. But we got Russ, but then they release him? They release him? No, we don't get no picks for him, nothing. The only thing I can think of is them saying like, hey, we're going to release you before free agency, so you get to pick where you go next, and we'll give you that. We can't have you on the roster because you're taking too much money, but we're gonna let you pick where you go next. That's the least we can do for you, okay? That's the only thing I can think of. But you don't. What are the other players that are coming into this franchise, right? What are they gonna see? They're gonna see the way you treated a player like Bobby Wagner. They're gonna see the way you treated a legend like Russell Wilson, and they're gonna be like, yeah, I want to play for you. Oh, you guys run on 3rd and 15? Oh yeah, sign me up. Sign me up. Well, let's all run on 3rd and 15. You got McVay in the division? They just won a Super Bowl? Let's do a fucking play action, dog. Let's throw it the one. Sorry, it's like, bro, like we had so many mediocre fucking years as Seahawks fans. You know, this guy behind the fucking camera used to be a Seahawks fan at one point. That's how fucking long they've sucked. You know what I mean? Like, and then we got good, right? We got good, then we got better, then we went to a Super Bowl, we lost. But we went. Then we went another fucking so many years with Tavares Jackson and, you know, like, it's no offense, but then we got Russ. I'm trying to give you guys a different perspective because I know everybody's trying to sit there and like, Drew Lock, but Russ is washed. Hey, but Drew Lock, though. Hey, I don't give a fuck about Drew Lock, dog. Oh, yeah, we got first round. I don't care. I want to, you know, bro, I want to get up and leave. That's how bad I want to leave. That's how bad it is. Like, I was at work. I wanted to leave work. But then I realized, bro, I was sending you guys pictures in the group chat all day about people with their Seahawks experiences and stuff. Mm-hmm. And it was just cringy too. Like, dedication post. Bobby Wagner didn't know you. Russell Wilson didn't know you.
Yeah.
They're sitting there like writing like, oh, you meant everything to the city, bro. What? They don't give a fuck about the city. You really think they care about the city? No, bro. Like, that's what they have to do to make their public image look good, man. You guys are out here writing public posts like they're your grandma or your girlfriend. I don't know. But then the irony of this whole thing is I'm making a podcast episode about it. I'm dedicating a podcast episode to it.
No, but you're not speaking directly to them. That's what some of these dudes were doing. They
Yeah.
would like literally like open letters to Bobby Wagner.
It's like, you know, and I to me, they should have just stuck with him and built a good team around him. And so I'm done. As a Seattle Seahawks fan, I never thought I'd fucking say this, but I'm done. And I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm not a fan of the Seahawks. I will always still love them. But until Stinky Pete and John Schneider go, I can't be a fan anymore, man. I still love the Seahawks. I still love the memories that we created, that you guys created for the fans. There was so many memorable moments with these guys. You know, so I'll never forget that. I'm still a fan of the Hawks. But until those guys go, I can't do it. And it's like when you're at work, right? You're at work and there's bad management. It's like, hey, I gotta go, man. I can't do this until you get better management. That's the downfall of every single company, organization, family, anything in the world, is when management isn't good. Shit, even the fucking devil left heaven at one time, bro. Even he left heaven at one time. He was fucking sick of it, dude. At some point, it's like management just becomes... Once Paul Allen died, it seems like John Schneider and Stinky Pete just thought like it probably just went to their head. You bet your bippy that the meeting was probably like, oh, we don't need Russ. We don't need Bobby Wagner. We got this, dog. Hey, you guys want to give us Drew Lock? Send him here. We're running on 3rd and 15. We're a running on 3rd 15 type of team. Huh? Yeah, to me, it's not the most embarrassing thing that I've seen this week, to be honest, dude. It's not the most embarrassing. You said you found out on the radio, right? Or what'd you say? Like before?
No,
you said...
because it was more of on like the Seattle as a whole. Like somebody was talking about like how it's just dark times for Seattle, and it made me think of like
dark times. Yeah,
Cube 93, the staple radio station of Seattle, isn't even Cube 93 anymore, and I found out that it wasn't Cube 93 anymore because of the fucking Russell Wilson thing. I get in my car, the radio turns on like it always does, and it's on 93.3, and then I hear these two random ass fucking dudes talking about Russell Wilson. I'm like, what radio station am I on? I see that it's Cube 93, and I'm like, oh, did they have like some emergency get together for Russell Wilson leaving? Then like 10 minutes go by and these guys start talking about some other shit, and I'm like, this is like a whole sports thing right now. So then I Google it when I get home, and sure enough, Cube 93 is just like this like sports network.
Yeah, they said dark times, by the way, like blue-haired hippies didn't fucking take over a whole block in Capitol Hill. Mm-hmm. Like that dark times, that's what Seattle that's what Seattle says is dark times. Not the $5 per gallon for gas. Not the blue-haired hippies taking over blocks in fucking Capitol Hill. But Russell Wilson, that's where we're drawing the dark times line.
Like you said, like franchise quarterback is leaving, franchise linebacker is leaving. Radio station's dead. The radio station's dead. Fucking gas is $5 an hour. Teriyaki spots aren't even selling teriyaki anymore. It's like, bro, the madness needs to stop. But you know, speaking of radio, it is. Radio's dead. We actually need a moment of silence, actually. Yeah, because it's embarrassing. I wasn't gonna give a longer moment of silence because that's cringy. Can you imagine actually sitting there just like, you know what I mean? Like just pretending. You know, when like your grandparents are at dinner with you and everybody has to pray and we have to fucking pretend like, oh yeah, okay, I'll pretend. Like it's like, yeah, it's like that's what that felt like. That very, like when you go to church as a kid and like they're talking and like the people around you don't expect you to sleep. I'm fucking sleeping, blood. The second you start talking about Leviticus 35 and fucking Genesis 15, I'm fucking snoozing, blood. Like the second you start talking about God. I'm fucking in the pew sleeping. Mommy should have brought me my fucking blankie and my pillow. And a fucking binky, dog. The radio's dead. Radio's completely dead because now, because they know none of you listen to the radio, right? They know nobody listens to the radio. So what are we going to do? We got to drum up, we got to, oh, I know. Let's play TikTok noises. Let's play TikTok noises because no one listens to us.
That's how we'll get the kids back. They literally played Justin. You make you happy or proud. You know that song? Times all I think about is you. That's a fucking TikTok sound. I know it was a song before, but nobody on this earth knew about that song before TikTok. Sorry.
I'm trying to think of what song you're even talking about. Like I know what song I think I know what it is, but
here, I'll play it. Yeah, there you go.
TikTok. It literally says, all I think about is you, TikTok.
Yeah, is it called Glass Animals? Let me see. That sound. Yeah, so that's a TikTok sound.
I've never heard of that guy.
Now, I know people are going to be like, but that was but no one knew about it before TikTok. Stop being dishonest. No one was fucking bumping
that Willow Smith song.
Yeah, bro, dude, TikTok is now creating like its own little thing, right? And that's not a bad thing, by the way. If your song gets popular on TikTok, you fucking made it, dude. Because there's billions and billions of people on TikTok. Okay? But when the radio makes it to where the TikTok noises and sounds and is on the radio now, that's when I had a moment of silence for you, and I was like, fuck, all those years you served us, man. All those years.
Yeah, radio used to be clean back in the day.
It did, but now it's dead because streaming and shit.
We say that like on some like old people shit, but that was only like 10 years ago.
It's dead, bro, and I'm glad. Bye, because we get to choose what we listen to with streaming services, and you know what I mean? Like we get to
not listen to the same 5 songs.
Yeah, and then
day.
like, and it's ads too. The ads, the cringy, like, you know, Jubal you know how Jubal went to like 106, I think.
I don't know who that is now.
But he gets clowned on a lot. Like Jubal in the morning. He's like this fucking radio host. He's like always on Facebook now.
Maybe if I heard him, yeah.
He's like older and it's like really cringy. He's like, I'm moving to 106 and I got swag, and like it's like, it's like really like. Come on, dude. You know what I mean? It's dead. Radio's dead, dude. You know, the second you had Jubal in the morning, like, it's like that's when we should have known this was coming for Seattle people. When Jubal in the morning started doing the whip and like, you know, just like doing trends and, you know, like the little trendy, like I gotta do, like, bro, you're not gonna catch me doing that, bro. I'm just gonna be me. I'm just going to be honest. You won't catch Mellow 15 doing the late night, all I think about is you. Like, you know, we're not doing that, dude. Like, so, you know what I mean? Like, we're not. Hey, am I wrong? No, but. It's true. Well, this guy Jubal such a, and then people in the comments are clowning him, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta turn off the troll comments." And then we're not trolling, bro. It's just it's bad. And then on top of like the fucking the whatever the fuck that's called, you're like now we're playing TikTok noises. It's just like that's the bye radio. It was nice knowing you, man. You're dead. Rest in peace. When did it die? I don't know, but we didn't go to the funeral. Because my aunt was there saying the N-word. But yeah, for people who don't know, on a previous episode, I was talking about how my aunt says the heartier N-word at funerals, and how if I bring it up, I'm the bad guy. You know what I mean? I'm the bad guy, but you know, it kind of reminds me, the radio kind of reminds me of people that we went to high school with, because at a certain point they peaked, right? And then they just couldn't regain it, and then they lost everything. I mean, some of the cringiest things I can think of, right? If I'm going to go through in my head, and we're going to talk about things that are cringy, people who peaked in high school probably take the cake on this. And we know a lot of them, okay? I know...
Not even a lot of them, I feel...
I mean, I just know so many people who and this is embarrassing to say, but when I was in high school, I wanted to be like them so bad. Like, oh, I want to be popular. I want everybody to like me, and I want to fuck bitches, and I want to play football, and like I wanted that so bad. But then what? And this is what I would tell kids these days. Like, this is what I would tell Noah and Elijah and all them to send, and like and Ezra and all them. Like, this is what I would tell them. The young men in our life. High school isn't it? The people who peak in high school, it's embarrassing, and that's all they have. Because now, when you get out of high school, I would say like the first 5 to 8 years, it's bad, dude. Like, all the people who still go to the All-Star bar every fucking day, and they gather in Des Moines, and they gather and they're like, remember when we were popular, bro? Remember when we fucked bitches, dog? It's like, bro, what? Have you? I don't think you have.
What?
Or when we're at the basketball courts playing basketball, and people that we used to be popular in high school, man, I was the big shit back in the day. Yeah, we're almost 30 years old. That's all you're gonna talk about? I mean, it's just like, it's embarrassing, dude. It's so like, oh, they were popular at Mount Rainier High School. So what do I do now? I'm almost 30 now. What do I do now? Do you want me to suck your dick or something? Or I don't get it. You were popular in high school. You peaked in high school. Think about it, bro. People like Blueface, right? They became famous because they were popular in high school. They already had an established base of people that liked them. They chose something that could get them big. That established group of people shared their stuff, bought their stuff, and it kind of just spread, right? It's almost like white privilege. If you were popular in high school and you're nothing now, I don't feel sorry for you because you dropped the bag. You already had an established group of people that fucked with you. You could have done something with that. Instead, you're at the All-Star bar with like a weird haircut, you know, and like still dressing up in basketball shorts probably, and like your old Marinere jerseys, and like, bro, remember when we fuck bitches, dog? Hey, Ortiz, get on your knees. It's like, oh, wow, bro, he gets fucking mad when I say that, dog. Look at him. He's mad. Yeah, because I'm almost 30 years old. Ortiz, get on my knees. Which, by the way, the guy who told me that, I saw that you were friends with him on Facebook, which is fucking hilarious to me. And I'm not even mad about that. I want to see if he remembers that, actually. One of the worst moments in my life, I want to be like, hey, bro, do you remember, like, saying that? Probably because not. It, like, literally crafted so much in my life. I know
half the people that we hung out with are just, I don't know when exactly, but they just turn into junkies, dude.
Yeah, that's another thing that, like, it's, like, really bad. Like, not only did you peak, hey, bro, you want to hit this fentanyl on me, dog? No, I don't want you to stay up in my living room doing meth. What? We've had people really ask us that. But if I say that, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy.
So, I mean, I'm sure if you ask him that, he's probably fried, dude. He's not going to remember shit.
What, dude? What? Remember when I fucking, like... Remember when I, like, fucked your girl at that party, bro? It's like, yeah, we're almost 40. You gonna stop bringing that up?
40.
No, but like, I'm saying, like, as if I'm... You know what I mean? Like, I'm so glad we haven't had a high school reunion yet, man. I'm so glad. Hey, Ortiz, you still a little stupid fucking podcasting, man? Yeah, remember when I fucking beat you up in middle school, bro? Like, bro, what would we talk about at the high school reunion? What would we talk about? Like, seriously, does anybody think about that? There's only a couple people who would go, and like, it'd be like really cool to see them.
Be like a nice little high school circle jerk.
Yeah, but I guarantee you, like, bro, remember when we ran trains and pissed on bitches, dog? Remember when we fucking peed on that one girl, bro? What does she do now? Is she a fucking waitress now? Yeah, dog, we peed on her. It's like, it's so bad, dude. It's so bad, man. It's like, I felt bad at some point, but now it's just so fucking pathetic and sad, dude. You know what I mean? Like, Ortiz, bro, you still do a little stupid music podcasting? It's like, yeah, and like, and you still post cringy statuses on Facebook and think it's cool to, like, be mentally ill. I don't know, dude. But yeah, like, that's tonight's episode, dude. And if you're someone who peaked in high school, you see this and you're at the All-Star bar watching this and you're like, fucking, I fucked his girlfriend before and I fucking, his brother and me, you know, I'll fucking,
For some people, happen quick, too.
The peak? Or the junkiness?
The fall off.
Oh, like, the fall off was probably immediately.
No, well, I mean, there's some people that you can kind of, you know, gauge it, but there's a couple people that we know where, like, we saw the fall off happen in real life time within, like, a year or two. Yeah,
it was bad. It was
damn,
bad.
That hit you hard, huh?
It's like, and everything's a hee ha ha, and like, dude, it's so bad, and nobody in your family was to say anything. I mean, I've had people come into my work. Where I work at. Yeah, man, I just own like fucking 4 businesses and yeah, but I want to get a job here. You guys hiring? And I'm like, oh, but I thought you owned like 4 businesses. I just need extra cheddar, bro. I just need like extra money, dog. And it's like with their shades on inside, they're wearing shades inside and like, I just need extra cheddar, dog. I just need extra cheddar, bro, like this. you know, like, man, like I used to do coke and stuff, bro, but it's not even that big of a deal, dog. Like I used to, you know what I mean? Like, bro, remember? Hey, remember Ortiz? You got me, right, man? Remember that one time I made a block for you, bro, in the football game? It's like, and it's also not just the fall off people. It's the people, excuse me, who lie. The people who lie too. I own 5 businesses, bro. Like this. Look at my hand. Like this. Hey, bro. Fuck. Bring it in, dog. Oh, I still love my mom, bro. Yeah. I ran out the basement. Yeah. It's a nice gig. My mom's kind of chill, bro. She just fucking like just doesn't really talk to me. Like, you know, it's embarrassing. Get your fucking shit up, dude. I'm not going to reunion until like maybe 50% of you guys aren't junkies. Will that be anytime soon? Who knows? But that's tonight. That's the end of tonight's episode. And
I want to go. Yeah. I would say I would go to reunion because you're right. That should be funny as fuck.
I mean, I want to go.
Plus, we had
when me and you are successful, right? Like if me and you have some sort of fame.
I wouldn't care if I'm successful or not.
I want to go and get my dick sucked, bro. Seriously, like you guys want to be junkies, bro? Take your teeth out and start bopping, dude. Like say, I don't know. Like I want to be like Drake. You guys all have to go through security clearance.
Like, your reunion was supposed to happen last year, but I'm assuming it didn't because of COVID. Yeah.
And everybody's like, we should do a this and this, and we should have a protest. And like, bro, I'm not doing that because I'm not doing that.
I would assume that my class reunion would happen, but I haven't heard a single word of it. So
no, they're probably not going to. Who knows? They'll probably all just fucking, probably all in jail for what happened at Chaz. So. All right, that is the end of tonight's episode, guys. Sorry for the whole ranting thing that was happening. I had a lot to say. But if you are new here, I say this every week. We are on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. I'm also on TikTok with about to hit 10,000 followers. So I got some type of clout. So don't be a fucking bitch. Follow me. Okay? And we are doing 2 videos a week until me doesn't feel comfortable to do a Patreon because... And I didn't even know we had to claim that on the taxes, by the way. So, so please subscribe to both because I might not be able to do that, you know. But yeah, all that good stuff, guys. And make sure you subscribe to this channel because if you're not, then what are you doing? But yeah, until next time, guys. Peace.